So it's the weekend, and it's going to be a beautiful one. And you're planning on having a party, so what are you going to serve at your party? At my party, we're going to serve pulled pork sandwiches. And here I go, I got right here, I've got some pork shoulder. I'm gonna show you how I prepare this, and then we're gonna throw it in the refrigerator overnight, let it marinate, and then we're gonna smoke it tomorrow. So what I'd like to do first is I get myself some yellow mustard here, and we're gonna slather this thing with the yellow mustard. Matter of fact, you're gonna get your hands all nice and mustardy. So look at how I'm slathering that and getting the sides. This one I can actually get the inside here too, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get that inside. We want to slather up the backside too. We want to get this thing covered in mustard, and what the mustard does is it actually holds the rib rub that we're going to put on here onto the meat. So we're going to get this nice all full of mustard. So as you can see, it's all mustard now. I'm going to rinse my gloves off real quick because, well, actually I'm just going to change them out. I'm going to put on some new gloves, and then we're going to put on our rib rub. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, it's all full of mustard. Now it's time to put on the rib rub. And the rib rub I like to use is Famous Dave's rib rub. It might be a local thing here in the Midwest, but if you can't, I'll put a link to this down in the description so you can get yourself some. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to cover this thing, and we're going to pat it in there and get it nice and tight, and then we're going to throw this pork shoulder in the refrigerator overnight before we smoke it tomorrow. And I like to get it on there nice and thick. I don't like holding back, so we're just going to get it on there. We're going to pat it in there so it helps hold it. Oh, we'll get that inside in there too. Look at that. There we go. We got some of that on that inside part, and then we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the back side. Some people like to make their own rib rub. I could, but there's nothing wrong with cheating in my book when it comes to rib rubs. As long as you like how it tastes at the end when it comes out, that's all that really matters. We'll get the sides here too on here. Look at that. There we go. We almost got this thing totally covered. Get the other side here. You know what? That's it for today. We got it covered in our seasoning. We're gonna wrap it, and then we're gonna stick it in the fridge overnight. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna pull it out. We're gonna put it in the smoker and smoke it slow and low for the entire day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Hello. It's time to start smoking our pork shoulder. Good morning. Here we are. It is the next morning. We're gonna put our pork shoulder into the smoker and smoke that thing low and slow all day long. Now, one of the things we're going to do first is we're going to put some water into the catch pan here. What that's going to do, it's going to help keep the meat moist as it's smoking today. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to fill it up about halfway with our water here. And I had just enough water. We'll add more water during the day here to keep it moist. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the smoke. Now with this electric smoker, normally you would put your pellets into this thing right here and put them in there, drop them into a little tray that's in the inside. I found that is just not effective enough. So what I did is I found this piece of equipment on Amazon called a smoke tube, and I've been using that thing ever since. It puts out great smoke. It goes for hours on end, and I don't have to worry about refilling it every 20 minutes like I did with this thing. So I've already got it already lit over here. It's already burning, so we're gonna go ahead and put that inside here, and I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. Here is our smoke tube, and as you can see, I've got a flame there because I lit it up already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this out, and you're going to see how much smoke this thing puts out. So all that smoke right there is going to be going inside of your smoker. So we're going to put this in. I've got a special spot I put this in. I normally put it right over the heating elements in here, just because I think it helps it keep it warmer. So it just kind of fits in there. It fits in there pretty good. We'll close this up so we can get some smoke going. Now, the next part is the best part. Putting that meat that we put the mustard and the seasoning on yesterday into the smoker. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. We've got our meat. Let's put it in the smoker. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stick this thing up on the top shelf here, up on the top rack. We're going to put it right in there just like that. And now we're going to close it up. And what do we do next? Hurry up and wait. So we're going to end up smoking this thing for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. I'll probably go maybe or somewhere around 10 hours to let it smoke. And then we're going to take her out, let her cool for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to start shredding the meat, getting them ready for those pulled pork sandwiches. And drop for a long, long night. So when the sun goes out, we'll be grooving when the sun goes down. We're feeling alright when the sun sinks down over the water. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down.
Action.
All right, so it's been about 12 hours since we've put the pork shoulder in. It's time to pull it out. We're gonna let it rest for about a half hour before we start pulling it apart. Here we go. Here it comes, right there. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Everyone, I took the initiative and pulled the pork shoulder myself, so it's already been pulled. I added my favorite barbecue sauce to it, which my favorite barbecue sauce is Sweet Baby Ray's. So I added that to the sandwich already. And we're going to go ahead and assemble this sandwich. We're going to show you what the final product looks like. All right, there we go. We've got the sandwich right there. One thing I like to do is I like to add a piece of cheddar cheese on the top. There we go. That's our final product right there. Doesn't that look delicious? This, I tell you what, pulled pork sandwiches is a great summertime party menu item. Yeah, I think it's almost essential to have some kind of pulled pork or something that comes out of the smoker for your summer parties. Hey, enjoy it, guys. Bye.